Oscar Guy here. It is January 10th, 2024, and it is time for the SAG nominations announcement. Coming up here in about 6 minutes. Going to be announced by these two, and it's going to be on Instagram Live just like it was last year. So I'm just going to wait for them to go live and then react to the nominations. They did announce one category already, and that was Stunt Ensemble. Barbie gets into Stunt Ensemble, which is interesting because that is really, I wasn't really expecting that. Sure, like the Ken fight scene, I guess, would constitute as like a stunt work. Sure, why not? Guardians 3 gets in, Indiana Jones gets in, John Wick Chapter 4 gets in, very, very well deserved, and Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I can't really think of any snubs right now. So in any case, we are waiting for them to go live with the rest of the nominations. I think we're going to see some Color Purple. I hope we see some Color Purple because Color Purple is just not catching on. It's really not performing in award season outside of maybe Daniel Brooks and like Fantasia Barrino here and there. I would expect Fantasia to get in for actress. I would even expect Nyad to get some love. Judy Foster and maybe even Annette Bening. Annette Bening could also happen.
Here it comes.
Sandra Hüller is kind of an outside shot for SAG. I think she'll just be fine if she misses SAG. SAG is less like, I guess you would say, like critic picks. They're more like the guilds. They have their tastes. I'd be surprised if Natalie Portman got in. They'll do some weird stuff too because you remember Adam Sandler got in for Hustle last year? That was absurd.
Adam Sandler, Hustle.
What? Hustle?
As far as actor goes, DiCaprio, Wright is possible. Giamatti is definitely possible. I think Giamatti has been nominated for a lot of SAGs and has maybe even won. Coleman Domingo and Rustin, I think that sounds like a SAG nomination, so hopefully he can grab a nomination here. Supporting actress, Jodie Foster, like I said. America Ferrera might happen. Emily Blunt, I think is absolutely going to happen. The Screen Actors Guild loves her. SAG is pretty important. It's a pretty important precursor. It has a lot of weight in terms of who's going to get nominated and who has the better chances to win. So this is a pretty big announcement here. So we are going to wait 3 more minutes until they go live, hopefully. And they're live. Hello, Issa Rae.
Hello, everyone. My name is Issa Rae.
All right, here we go. Motion picture nominees. Here we go. For outstanding performance by a female actor in a supporting role,
okay.
The nominees are Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt, of course.
Danielle Brooks.
Danielle Brooks gets in. All right, cool.
Penelope Cruz.
There she is.
Ferrari.
There she is.
Jodie Foster.
Foster.
Nyad. Divine Joy
Randolph.
The Holdovers.
No America Ferrera, no Julianne Moore.
For outstanding performance by a male actor in a supporting role.
Okay. Here we go.
Sterling
K. Brown. Ooh.
Willem
Dafoe.
Robert De Niro.
And Ruffalo.
Killers of the
De
Flower
Niro.
Moon.
Okay.
Robert Downey
Jr.
Oppenheimer.
Melton.
Ryan Gosling.
Gosling. Oh my God.
That
Melton.
feels pretty good.
Melton.
That's amazing.
No. And no Mark Ruffalo. Did she say Mark Ruffalo?
Okay, the nominees for outstanding
Dafoe and
performance
not
by a
Ruffalo?
female actor in a leading role
Bro,
are
what?
Annette Bening.
There she is. There she is.
Lily Gladstone.
Lily Gladstone, of
Killers
course.
Of the Flower Moon.
There,
Carey Mulligan. Maestro. Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. Okay.
Barbie.
And no Barrino.
Emma Stone. Poor Things.
Wow.
Very biased, you guys.
That kind of makes sense.
Okay.
No Barrino.
Yeah.
No Greta Lee. No
I'm
Portman.
biased too.
Oh, wow.
For
Annette
outstanding
Bening.
performance by a male actor.
All right, male actor. Okay.
The nominees are Bradley Cooper, Maestro.
Of course.
Coleman
Domingo Rustin. All right.
Paul
Giamatti.
The Holdovers.
Mm-hmm.
Cillian
Murphy.
Oppenheimer.
Jeffrey Wright.
Of
course.
American Fiction.
All right, that one makes sense.
Ooh,
That one makes sense.
And finally, the nominees for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture are
SAG Ensemble.
American
Fiction. Nice. Barbie. Yep.
The Color Purple.
Color Purple gets in.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Killers.
Oppenheimer.
And
Issa,
Oppenheimer.
In 3 seconds, you were nominated twice.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Killers, Oppenheimer, American Fiction, Barbie, and The Color Purple. Dude, The Color Purple actually makes SAG Ensemble.
Congratulations to you.
Cool.
You got nominated
Cool.
twice.
All right, let's talk about some of these nominees. Supporting actress. Emily Blunt, of course, is in. Danielle Brooks is in. Jodie Foster is in. And Divine Joy Randolph is in. Those are pretty much expected. Penelope Cruz. She shows up. This is her first appearance in the awards race, in the major awards race. I was holding on. I was holding on to Cruz because not only do the Academy love her and will nominate her out of nowhere, I guess SAG has a thing for her too. So, and I hear she's fantastic in Ferrari, and a lot of people are saying that Ferrari is dead in the water. I mean, Cruz, I think she still has it. I think she still has a shot, especially with her SAG nomination here. So, congratulations, Penelope Cruz. I'm going to have to see Ferrari now. So, no America Ferrera, unfortunately. She did get into Critics' Choice, but she did not get into Globes, and she did not get into SAG. So, there's still kind of a small chance, outside shot, that she will get nominated for the Oscar. Because, last year with Brian Tyree Henry, he only got a Critics' Choice nomination, and he ended up getting nominated for the Oscar anyway. So, chances are not dead for America Ferrera. Who else is missing? Julianne Moore is missing. In fact, no May December whatsoever in any category. And also no Rachel McAdams. I haven't seen Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret, but I've heard that Rachel McAdams does a bang-up job in that film. She even won a few critics' prizes. I know Divine Joy Randolph has won basically all of them, but all the ones that she didn't win, I think Rachel McAdams, picked up at least 5 awards, and Danielle Brooks, I think, won maybe 1 or 2. This is still a landslide for Divine Joy Randolph. I think she's going to sweep this entire season in this category. No Rosamund Pike for Saltburn. No Saltburn at all. Viola Davis and Air, I just don't think is happening. It's just not going to happen. If anybody was going to nominate Viola Davis, it was going to be SAG, because SAG, she's won a bunch of SAG awards, and she's been nominated, I think at least over half a dozen times. So I think that's just dead in the water, unfortunately. But that category looks fine to me, mostly. Let's move on. All right, supporting actor, and we got the Ken gif up there to keep us company. So Sterling K. Brown shows up in place of a couple of people, in place of Mark Ruffalo, and in place of Charles Melton. He shows up, and American Fiction gets actor and ensemble. American Fiction is looking good. It is looking very, very good. And Sterling K. Brown, I think, was nominated for the Globe, I want to say. No, he was nominated for Critics' Choice. So now he has Critics' Choice and SAG, so he might be taking off. What's crazy is that Dafoe is here over Mark Ruffalo in Poor Things. And Dafoe is great in Poor Things, but the supporting performance in Poor Things that stands out to me the most, that is most impressive, is Mark Ruffalo's performance. If there was going to be anybody nominated from Poor Things in the supporting categories, I would think it would be Ruffalo, but they decided to go with Dafoe, and maybe that's a SAG bias. Maybe they like him more than Ruffalo historically. I'm not sure. I don't know those stats that well, but that's kind of crazy to see Dafoe and not Ruffalo. Does it hurt Ruffalo's chances? I don't think so. I think he can miss here, and maybe he'll get BAFTA and then the Oscar finally. But this does help Dafoe as well, so maybe both Poor Things boys will get nominated for the Oscar anyway. Robert De Niro, he's still showing up. He's not winning much, but he's De Niro. De Niro's gonna De Niro, and he's here, man. He's here. I thought his chances were becoming less and less likely, just because of the fierce competition this season. But he is here. Robert Downey Jr., who just won the Golden Globe, of course, is here, and Ryan Gosling is, of course, here. Who's not here, and it breaks my heart, it breaks my poor little heart, is Charles Melton. I was really, 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 really hoping that SAG was going to save Melton, and he's unfortunately not here. He did miss the BAFTA long list, which I'm still kind of reeling over, or not reeling over. I'm just astounded by that. But he still has Golden Globe, and he still has Critics' Choice, and that's all he's got. That's all he's got. Will that be enough for an Oscar nomination? I think it's possible. I still think it's possible. Like I said, Brian Tyree Henry got in last year for only getting a Critics' Choice nomination. I mean, I think it could still happen. Don't lose hope. I'm not going to lose hope in Melton, but it's looking, we're just going to have to pray. We're just going to have to pray for Melton. Dominic Sessa, I just don't think it's going to happen. Dominic, he hasn't been nominated for any major precursor, and that's really a shame because, again, this category is very competitive this year, and he's such a newcomer. I was hoping he was going to get the Lucas Hedges treatment, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, the only thing he got nominated for was the Young Actor Award for at Critics' Choice, and he was longlisted at the BAFTAs, so maybe he can pull off a nomination. But I think Melton's chances are definitely higher than Sessa's chances for the Oscar. So pour one out to Dominic Sessa. His chances aren't completely dead, but it's pretty much. It's the final nail in the coffin is getting prepped. Let's just say that. Let us move on to the next category, which is leading actress. Leading actress Annette Bening. I told y'all to watch out for Annette Bening. It just seems like a SAG type of performance that they would shoot for. I mean, her chances have gone up a little bit. They've gone up a little bit. She did get into Globe drama, right? Annette Bening. No, she didn't even get. Oh yeah, she got into Globe drama, missed Critics' Choice, gets SAG, and I think she was longlisted at BAFTA as well. So chances for her are not dead. Surprisingly, early in the season we thought she was done when the ad came out, but it looks like she's connecting with voters. So here she is. Lily Gladstone, of course, that's a given. Carey Mulligan, of course, that's a given. Emma Stone, of course, is a given. Both the Stones are here. And Margot Robbie in Barbie is proving to us that she is in the conversation. Early on in the season, we were doubting her just because of how crowded this category is, but the love for Barbie is just so strong. She's in. She's in SAG, and she got what else? She got Globe and Critics' Choice. She's gotten nominated for every major precursor, folks, so far, which is pretty nuts. So she is definitely in. As far as misses, Fantasia, I'm sorry, Fantasia Barrina from The Color Purple did not get here. Greta Lee from Past Lives missed. I don't know. I think she's still safe. She's also kind of a fresh face in a way. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens at BAFTA. We'll just have to see. She's been getting a lot of press, a lot of publicity. They're campaigning Past Lives. Past Lives is doing pretty good with awards so far, so I'm still holding on to a thread here because Greta Lee got into Golden Globe and she got into Critics' Choice. If she misses SAG, it's not the end of the world. We'll see. Sandra Hüller, no surprise that she didn't get in here. She got Globe and Critics' Choice. I think she's pretty safe. Stone and Gladstone and Mulligan are probably still top three, along with Margot Robbie. And then that fifth slot, SAG decided to go with Annette Bening. And no Portman for May-December. So officially, no May-December nominations this morning. Hurts. It hurts. Moving on to the next category. Actor, we got Cooper. Of course. We have Cillian Murphy. Of course. We got Giamatti. Of course. Those are probably the top three. We have Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction shows up, and Coleman Domingo Rustin. These nominations make perfect sense for SAG. they make perfect sense for SAG. As far as misses, there's no DiCaprio here, which I'm just now realizing. Coleman Domingo gets in over DiCaprio. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. I had a feeling that he might miss, but it would be kind of a surprise. But he is in. He is not in. He is not in. What am I talking about, dude? Coleman Domingo's been getting in everywhere. Is he gonna get nominated for the Oscar? Is he solidly in the 5? He got nominated for the Globe and the Critics' Choice, and he's been nominated for every major precursor. A Danielle Deadweiler-esque snub could be possible, where he'll get nominated across the board and then miss at the Oscars. Maybe DiCaprio will take his place. Maybe somebody random like Andrew Scott from All of Us Strangers can pull off like a Paul Mescal-esque surprise like last year. But these nominations make perfect sense to me. Sure, it's weird to see DiCaprio miss. No Zac Efron in the Iron Claw. Like I said, the Iron Claw, I think, is just not taking off, unfortunately. I guess not enough people are seeing it. Voters aren't seeing it. I don't know what's going on there. But I just don't think it's going to take off. I'd be shocked if it pulled off a crazy nomination at the Oscars. So, I don't know. He's not taking off. Barry Keoghan and Saltburn is not here. Saltburn is not here at all. Let's move on. Refresh. And finally, we have SAG Ensemble. American Fiction pulls off the nomination, solidifying it as a Best Picture. Like, it is... Like, I knew it was going to get nominated for Best Picture as soon as it won TIFF, but this goes to show you that it is strong. It is performing so well. It's got 2 acting... It's got one for... They got... I'm malfunctioning this morning. Jeffrey Wright gets in. Sterling K. Brown gets in. The Ensemble gets in. It's solidified as a front runner. Not the front runner, but as one of... It's probably in... It might even be top 5 in Best Picture. At least top 6 or 7. So Barbie is in. The Color Purple. I'm surprised and I'm glad that got in. There's more performances in that film outside of Daniel Brooks that is worthy of attention for sure. That whole ensemble I hear is fantastic. I think they want to award the ensemble more than they want to award individual actors. I mean, Daniel Brooks is, from what I hear, the standout, but they throw a bone to the ensemble in Color Purple, and I kind of like to see it. Killers of the Flower Moon, that's not a surprise, and Oppenheimer is also not a surprise to me. I was pretty certain they were going to get in. As far as misses, The Holdovers, sure. I mean, that's really only a 3-actor ensemble, and anything less than 4 actors, you kind of have a tough time getting nominated for ensemble. Banshees did get nominated for this last year. They had 4 major actors in the ensemble. So anything less than that is a slim chance. So that's no surprise that didn't get in. Same with May December, 3-actor ensemble, that didn't get in. Air didn't get into SAG Ensemble, which I thought would be probably an outside shot, but possible. That didn't happen. No Saltburn, no Past Lives. So yeah, Past Lives is another one of those 3-actor films that didn't get in here. Didn't think that would get in anyway, but that makes sense. Oh yeah, no Poor Things also. Dude, Poor Things has not been getting like any ensemble award nominations, like, at all. I think it even missed Critics' Choice. Like, that, the ensemble in Poor Things is so good. Like, Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo, Willem Dafoe, Rami Youssef, even Margaret Qualley, Jared Carmichael. I mean, Catherine Hunter. Dude, that ensemble is so good. Like, if it were up to me, that would be getting nominated everywhere. In fact, I don't know, man. There's a lot of great ensemble work in all of these films. this year, but Poor Things, man, might be near the top of the list. Like, Poor Things, Oppenheimer, and Killers are like, and Barbie to some extent, I guess. Anyway, I digress. Pour one out to Poor Things. It's going to do fine this award season anyway. Whatever. So those are the SAG nominations. I'm going to be adding those to my spreadsheet and going to start crunching some numbers before Oscar nominations come out. I think next week or maybe even the week after. I think it's the week after. So stars are starting to align here. Pour one out for Melton. Pour one out to mostly Melton. Just pour one out to Melton. Think about Charles Melton today. Think about what you've done, SAG. Coming up next, I'm seeing American Fiction tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be pushing out a quickie review for that pretty soon. This Sunday are the Critics' Choice Awards. I will most likely be doing another live stream of the Critics' Choice Awards, just my reactions and commentary to the ceremony. I do have some things going on Sunday, so I'll be out of town for a bit, but I think I might be able to come back in time for the ceremony, at least for most of it. So I might not be streaming the entire thing, but I'm gonna try to. If in any case, I'm going to go live at some point on Sunday with the Critics' Choice Awards. I'm probably not going to schedule it out because I just don't know when I'm going to be able to start streaming. So be on the lookout. Ring that bell for a notification for when I go live, and just be on the lookout. So Critics' Choice Awards on Sunday. Seeing American Fiction soon. Oscar nominations are coming out soon. DGA nominations and PGA nominations are also coming out this week. I won't be doing videos on that, but I'm going to factor those into my next round of Oscar predictions. So that's going to be that, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Oscar Guy is out.